listen to some DMX.
I hear that.
Rest in
I
peace
hear
to
that.
X. Rest in peace for
Actually,
real.
that was a sad one, bro. Him and Black Rob.
Addiction is a disease, bro.
Yeah, man.
I swear it is. It's it's heartbreaking, fam. Like you don't know what somebody's triggers are or what, but
Nah, not at all, man. That shit wild, B.
yeah, man. I wasn't expecting it. Like I saw a tweet that said that like in the 90s we were losing black rappers due to gun violence, and now we're losing them due to like illnesses. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like 50 is young.
yeah.
Like Black Rob is 51. Like that's young,
Yeah, I know a nigga my mom 50.
right? Like what is that? Is that 70? Like born in 1970, 1971, something like that.
Uh right now, it'd be 69.
Gotcha.
69. Same
Yeah,
year MLK was assassinated.
man, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Gosh,
So
like, what'd you think about that whole Black Rob situation? Like, first him, that's the crazy part. He had literally recorded a video in the hospital, giving love to DMX, and then I think like a week later he died.
yeah, man. Yeah, it's just crazy, bro.
Yeah. Did you hear about like I'm trying to get Puff Daddy out of here, bro? Like, allegedly, like a rumor is that he's gonna pay for the funeral. And I feel like that's the least he can do, fam.
I mean, you feel like that's the least he could do, but he's also not obligated to do that either.
I mean, if you're,
He's not obligated to do that. There's no, I mean, no, he's not obligated to pay for that man's funeral, is he?
I couldn't sleep at night. I couldn't. If I'm almost touching a billion,
But you not Diddy though.
you right. I'm not. Like,
You not Diddy.
but Puff is a whole hypocrite, bro. Like he had just come out with the letter to General Motors talking about, hey, if you love us, pay us. But he has
Nah, I
a
feel you.
history of
I feel
not
you.
paying his artists,
I feel you.
which includes Black Rob. Like,
I feel you. I'm not denying any of that.
yeah, but
But I'm not gonna sit here and say that this man is obligated to pay for Black Rob's funeral.
I am. If you rob somebody, the least you can do is
Nigga, they steal
right.
from us.
Simba
They
said.
steal from us every day.
Simba said because he got rich off everybody else. Exactly.
Nah, I feel you.
Like Bad Boy. Nobody was really looking to Puff rhyming, and even Puff rhyming was written by Jadakiss and
Nah,
Mace
look,
and Loon
look.
and all
I
that.
feel you, bro. I feel you. I feel you. I'm not disagreeing with any of that.
So yeah,
I'm not disagreeing with any of that.
you
But
may not.
you know I disagree with entitlement.
I mean, I think it's fair. Like,
Is fair? Yes, absolutely. Is it fair? Yes, it is. Is he obligated to do so? Absolutely not. And I'm not gonna sit here
but are
and
you obligated to treat people fairly in business? Because
no,
that's crazy to me. Like the
you're
fact that
not.
there's a,
You're not. You're actually not obligated to do that. Is it fucked up? Yes.
but that's capitalism though.
You're right. That is
And that's whack. Like if
social.
you
But I mean, true socialism is not any better. We
what you
speak
mean?
about this. I said true socialism is not any better. We speak about this all the time, bro. To 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 be extreme one way or the other is extreme.
Nah, I disagree. Like I feel like capitalism is literally. I mean, I talked about this.
We
Um,
seen what, but we've also seen what socialism leads to.
no, I know Simba. I know we live in a capitalistic society. My thing is, I don't want to live in a capitalist society. Like the goal is uh, equality, and I feel like that can be through socialism. But like even if you don't put a name to it, like just treating people fairly is the wave. Like
Yeah,
I'm
yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm with that.
I'm
I'm
about to
always
make
with
a
that.
I'm about to make a pull a trigger about publishing, like because I remember that Locke's interview, not like literally live, but like Locke's was on talking about like let the locks go,
Yeah,
and Jada was saying like Puff owned Biggie's publishing. Like after
yeah.
he died, he still was eating off that. That's wrong, bro. Like you come out with like a "I'll be missing you." Hey, we'll take care of your daughter. We always love Big Papa, but like business wise, you still not giving them what they should get. Like in my
Yeah.
opinion, I feel like when you sign a deal, you should get your masters. You should get your publishing straight up. Like this whole, oh, you have to work
Um.
to earn it is
See,
bullcrap to me. You know?
and yo, see, and because I understand the other shit behind the business, bro. Like, if you sign a deal, these niggas is giving you millions of dollars. What are they getting in return?
That's a loan, bro.
No,
Like you know
exactly.
that.
But that's my point. What are they getting in return? What are they getting in return? When you go to the bank and you get a loan, you have to give something in return. You have to have some kind of collateral, don't do you not?
Yeah,
Okay, so if you sign a fucking deal for $1 million, they got to get something in return.
you just
They
jerk
got to
them.
get something.
Just I'm
Like
gonna
if
get your
you
public.
like you really think about that shit.
Yes, Simba. Equality for all. Yes. Like I'm not with the bank analogy. Like the this is just how I feel. Like Master P didn't take a loan out for 1 million. You know what I'm saying? Like Dame talked about putting your money up, like your own money,
And
and
I
like
got you, but
getting
these
a
niggas don't
signing.
have that.
No, I know, but I'm saying like getting a signing bonus, like that's cool. But the fact that like, okay, let's say I sign a deal for 1 million, but we know that that 1 million isn't 1 million in the bank. That's 1 million for studio time. That's 1 million for music videos. That's 1 million for whatever. Like
Because and you're right, but who's paying for that if they're not?
the
You're
company,
not paying for it.
right? Like, but that money that they give you, that's what's paying for it.
You're right. That money that they give you is what's paying for it. And guess what? If they didn't read their contract, whose fault is that? Because that's in their contract.
I just don't think that like those contracts
Listen,
should happen though. Like
no,
you
you're
got,
right. You're right.
God,
But at the end of the day, bro, that's the thing about these niggas with these contracts and shit like that, right?
yeah.
If you not reading your contract and you signed it anyways, whose fucking fault is that?
I
It's
mean, but
not the
you
person's
see,
fault who wrote it. It's yours.
but you see with the making the band like with the band like with Bad Boy, where I found this out on Twitter. They were saying Sarah, the singer, was the one who was like, "Yo, I'm a want a lawyer to look over my contract," and Puff and everybody else was like, "Ah, you bugging? This is a standard contract. Just sign it." Like niggas was saying the same thing to T Pain. Like they were like, "Oh yeah, this is the same standard contract that Ludacris had," and so you work for your freedom. Like
But
that's goofy to me, yo.
I mean that is the standard contract. Unfortunately, I'm not
Right, but the
saying
standard is
I'm not.
exploitation. That's what we doing.
Yo, if
You
that, I mean,
you
that's
can't
how you
smile on my.
looking at it, bro.
You can. I mean,
But
that's
and I
what it
got
is.
you,
What
bro.
you
But you
mean?
gotta that's I got you. But the bank analogy applies, bro.
Yeah,
Like you don't like it, but it's fact. If you go if you go to a bank and get a loan, you have to have some kind of collateral. So
yeah,
if you go to a label and they want to sign you, and they're footing millions and millions of dollars for your success, what do they get in return? So they're
millions.
supposed to sign.
Go ahead.
No wait. They're supposed to
Go
sign
ahead.
you. They're supposed to sign you, pay for your studio time, pay for your promotion, and then give you 100% of everything. That's what you're saying.
Yep. because they're getting that money back. Like,
but they're not getting that money back then.
they
If
are.
they
If
sign
you
you,
go ahead.
if they sign you, they are paying for your studio time. They are paying for your video time. They are paying your producers. They are paying for everything. How are they making money then?
What you
What's the
mean? With
point
the
of them signing you? If
to,
it
go ahead.
and giving you 100% of everything,
That back
they're
end
not
stuff.
making money. They're not making money. If I give you a $1 million deal right now, and I say here go $1 million. That's for you in your pockets. If I give you that money as a label and give you that money and give you 100% of everything you do, guess what that $1 million is paying for? Because I'm not paying for it as the label. I'm not paying for nothing else. I gave you $1 million, so now you go pay for your promotion. Now you go pay for your own studio time, and then you go pay for everything else, and you keep 100% of everything.
Right.
What's the point? Why am I here then?
Yeah.
There was no reason for me I just gave you $1 million.
Yeah. Charity.
And I got nothing out of it. That
No,
makes sense
I'm
to
not.
you?
No, I get what you're saying. What I'm saying is,
But that's and my bad for keep cutting on. That's the part that nobody talks about. I'm not giving the labels the benefit of the doubt for writing these shitty contracts, but that's not their fault neither. Just
yeah.
like you signed it. You signed it, and at any time before you signed it, you could have negotiated that. And they know that. But you know what else they know? You ain't never seen $1 million before. They know that. You ain't never seen that shit before.
Simba said, for example, both. Okay. She says, when you up your worth, you don't have those contracts. For example, both Megan and
Yeah,
Cardi
you're
were
right.
able
You
to
do.
argue different contracts with uh, coming with their own fan base fame before signing on catchphrases and everything. You just got to know the game and play
Yeah,
it smarter so you don't
yeah,
lose.
you do. You gotta play it smart. And if
But
you
I
don't,
mean, the
you
like,
can't blame somebody else.
but like record companies ain't like it was before. There's no A&R. Like, the internet is the A&R. Like,
Yeah, you're
you're
right.
not
You're right.
you
So
that
now
million isn't to
because
get them hot. They get signed when they get themselves hot.
that's exactly that's what the deal is right now. Right now is
Yeah.
you get signed when you get signed because you're hot.
Right.
And now that's also that it's still the same thing though. It's still the same thing. It's like, all right, you hot, but we own all of the venues. So like you gotta sign with us either way. If you like you can be hot, but you're not gonna be doing no big shows. You're not gonna be doing the big time shows where you getting money like that. Cause
I
you
think it
can't perform
depends.
at huh?
I think it depends. Like, how big are
No,
you
ain't no
talking? Because
depends. If you're not
you
signed,
got
listen,
Russ, you got Chance. Go ahead.
yeah, you got Russ, you got Chance got some kind of deal if he doing big time shows. If he doing Live Nation shows, he got some kind of deal.
Right, but that's a deal with Live Nation, not a record
But
company.
that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you're not doing those big time venues. Like you're not doing big time shows if you're not signed. That's my point. You're not doing big time world tours if you're not signed. You're doing small time shit, which is cool. It ain't no issues with that. Ain't no problem with it.
Right.
But they gonna get you some way somehow. You know, because I
Yeah.
mean, it's that exclusivity about it.
I mean, we see with Steve Stout, he has his what is that thing called? United Masters.
United Masters.
And uh dis I think it was called Disruption Multimedia. Ryan Leslie had it some years before.
Yeah, yeah,
And obviously you got the Rockefellers where they put up their own money and then
yeah.
doing a joint venture deal. But
Joint venture deals. Yeah,
I like the freedom that they have now where, like, you don't need a machine. Like, if you Black Boy JB or whatever his name was,
yeah,
like, I knew about him not from a label but from, like, viral like a dance.
Yeah,
Like the
yeah, I feel you. But even like what you was saying, like even with the same shit when you was talking about with Rock and them, right?
yeah.
So that's how he was able to be like, yo, I got my own label because they did a partnership deal with Live Nation
Oh,
because
you talking about Rock Nation?
yeah, because they understood things to come. They understood, yo, this label shit is getting to a point where like niggas is putting themselves on there, niggas is putting their own music out and building their own buzz.
He did the Madonna deal.
But yeah, because that's the thing. You could get that, but if you want to start doing big time shows, that's where the money is. The money's in shows. The money's in touring. The money's in events. I mean, right now it ain't, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean. But
Niggas
the
is getting
point was,
creative.
but the point was like the old way of distributing music.
Yeah.
You know, it's all through the internet now. It sucks
You would
personally
prefer
because
if it was still old school?
not still old school. I would prefer if it was still everything.
I mean, I feel
At,
like
listen,
CDs are like vinyl now. Like
no,
it's
that's what I'm
for like
saying.
a
But look,
select few.
at one point, you could download a song off the internet. You could buy it online. You can go buy a CD. You can go buy a vinyl. You could go buy it however you wanted to, and you would have no issues figuring out how to listen to it.
Right. You
Now,
buy a CD, where you gonna put it?
yeah, you know what I mean. I still
Niggas
got
don't even have
CDs and I
CD
can't even
players
listen to it.
in
But
a car.
but just having that tangible good though, you know,
Yeah.
I
I
still
mean,
got
you
my
see
whole
me.
J collection on CD.
You
Yeah,
see me. I'm very big into actually owning
yeah,
stuff because streaming could be taken off. Like I done made playlists where I have certain artists and then I come back and it's grayed out because of
yeah,
what we're talking about. Some of it, like the publisher may have changed or like the owner may have,
exactly,
the
exactly.
licensing
Yo,
agreement may have ended or whatever.
because I've been jumping into vinyls. I got me a vinyl player. I got a couple albums. I'm about to get some more though.
Okay. Speaking of music,
But it's
yo, check out my nigga new series Hefe Chefe on Instagram
fucking
TV.
dinner sessions, nigga. Yeah.
My boy chefing it up with his own music. You see the setup?
Huh?
He nice with it. Dinner sessions.
Yeah, I've been
Hefe
I've been having
Chefe.
fun though, man. I've been having fun. I did a little 420. I did a little 420 reel last night for dinner. Them crab
Yeah,
cakes.
Simba. I uh I saw that Lil Nas X. He tweeted, he was like, y'all should get the streams up now because they may like take it down, which was weird.
What, the song
Uh
or the video?
the song. It was like the straight up the song, which is weird. Like
I don't.
some people
I
even
don't.
was tweeting about like the fact that it was a weed crab cake. That's what I liked last night.
Oh yeah, yeah. Last night, yeah. There was some 420 crab cakes, yo.
That sounds disgusting, fam.
Nah, watch the video actually, bro.
Nah, I'm saying like, don't you taste it, or is it like an
Nah,
extract?
watch the video.
You got it.
Yeah,
Hefe Chefe. Watch the crab
watch
cake
the
video.
video. Hey, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Them shits had me. I woke up. I woke up off them hoes this morning. Y'all thought I was about to die.
Edibles ain't nothing to play with.
Nah, they not, yo. I'm not playing with them no more. I'm good, bro.
I am delivered.
I'm good. Hey, Simba, yo, I appreciate the support though, for real, for real, for real.
Yeah.
So let's get to the meat and potatoes of this whole live, man.
Yeah, man.
This verdict. So I'm gonna ask you, did you follow the trial at all?
Nope.
You didn't follow it at
Nope.
all.
Nope.
Why not?
I just don't. I don't emotionally don't have it in me. Uh, like I told a friend of mine, I was like, I've seen this movie before. Like, regardless of the verdict,
Uh-huh.
like it's still emotionally draining for me. I don't want to see niggas debate over whether somebody getting lynched on camera is enough to have somebody be in prison. Like I don't that I have other things to do with my time, so that's why I did it. Like
I feel you.
it was the same reason why I don't watch. Like I heard somebody describe them as like snuff films. Like I don't watch the videos no more. Like after Philando Castile, what was that, 2016?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't watch the videos no more. Just because like seeing black people dying at the hands of the state, I'm I'm good. I already know like what it is to be a black man in America. Um, the dangers that black women have in America. There was a what's her name? Columbus PD just killed uh Micaiah Bryant. Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing her name. She was like 15 years old. So like yeah, so I didn't watch it. Did you end up like keeping in touch with what was going on?
Yes, I followed the trial like damn near the whole thing for the most part, and
Mm,
I felt like I had to see this one through because of how emotional I was when it happened.
yeah,
Like nigga, I cried, bro.
yeah, man,
Like I fell like to the floor crying, bro. Like when I saw that shit.
yeah, man,
So because of how emotional I was the day that it happened,
yeah,
and like that whole week, bro. Like I thought I was gonna go off the rail, nigga.
yeah.
We talked, bro. Like I was
That's facts.
like, nigga, I was like, I got into it with my own family,
I
damn
remember.
near,
I
about this
remember.
that whole. Like I was so like I had to see that shit all the way through because
Yeah,
you know, um, regardless of how we both felt about the trial or anything, I knew that we was gonna have this, like we was gonna have to have this conversation,
regardless.
regardless of what the verdict was. And you know me, I can't publish information that I haven't sat back or paid attention to. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And that's going back to that goddamn movie last year.
yeah.
You know? So actually that's going beyond that, but you know, I said that shit when we talked about that movie last year. So and you know, obviously that shit went without spoken. Nigga, we already knew we was gonna have this conversation.
Yep.
So
And I think
I'm
it's
like,
important for black men, black people in general, but specifically black men, to like talk to each other. A lot of the times, niggas like, I feel like not as much now, but like niggas will look at you as like soft, talking about like your feelings and stuff, and I think that's dumb. Like
I think yeah,
you,
that's stupid.
like
That's stupid,
they,
but yeah, like we said, we knew we was gonna have this conversation no
and we
matter
didn't even
what
talk
the
about it.
verdict was. We didn't
Yeah,
even need to talk about it. We knew it, and we knew we was gonna make it as public as possible. But yeah, I had to see the whole thing through, and I could fill you in. Um, yo, the I don't remember none of their fucking names because it was just I don't. But the prosecutor,
yeah,
um, yo, he did his thing, yo. He did his thing, and it made it very hard for the defense to even do their job because like like I said, I know like as far as law goes, from my degree, that when you in that courtroom, like the emotions and shit should not matter
mm,
because of the seriousness of like, all right, somebody's life is at stake,
yeah,
and we want the facts. We want the facts, and you know, it seemed like that was all the defense could do is, you know, try to dig and dig to find the facts of what happened. And I was talking to my boy about this whole shit, and I'm like, yo, all right, so based on the evidence and the facts, you know, it's like, all right, well, did he or did he not murder this man based on the facts? And I'm like, yo, my nigga, like, I'm not, like, based on the facts. The fact is, the whole entire world watched him kill that man. That's a fact. And like, I'm just sitting here like, I don't know. And I really didn't understand, you know, what the defense had to even argue
Right.
at that point. You know, and I actually felt bad for that defense attorney because he had to do his job.
Right. With defense
You
attorney,
know,
like you have to.
I felt
Everybody
bad for
has a
him. Like
right to
he had to do his
have
job.
counsel. Right.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he knew like he wasn't gonna win that fucking case. You
Derek
know,
looks surprised though.
because like yo, think about the pressure. Think about the pressure that was on the entire state of Minnesota not to fuck this one up, bro. Really
I
think
mean,
about that
we say that,
because
but then
like I
like
said, go ahead.
literally, we say that, but then literally, they just murdered somebody in Minnesota who
Yeah,
like that things
yeah.
are interconnected. It's like I don't know.
It's like a
That's
one
why
for
I
one, nigga.
that's why I push back on when people say like, "Oh, justice was served." Like, no, it wasn't. Like, justice for me
No,
looks like
yeah, I like, yeah,
justice for me looks like black people not dying at the hands of the state. Black
like
like justice
I
for
feel
me
you
looks like
about
black
you
death.
saying
Not
justice. I can understand where you're coming from because I said this shit yesterday. I was like, yo, like he was guilty on all three charges, and I said, well, this is the way that the justice system is supposed to work. Like he was supposed to be fucking guilty of all those charges. He did that shit. But I said the problem is the fucking police system because that man shouldn't have killed that man. He shouldn't have been on. He should not have been on trial for killing that man. Right yesterday.
because he shouldn't have killed him in the first place.
Because he shouldn't have fucking bro a $20 bill, a counterfeit 20, a
Regardless,
counterfeit 20. Put this nigga in jail.
put this nigga in the dirt. Oh, you
And
talking about
yeah,
the cop?
yeah, a counterfeit
Yeah,
20. Put this nigga in jail. That was enough for him to walk up to this man's car with his gun out, and enough for him to kill that man.
Dante Wright. That's what I'm thinking about. That was
Yeah,
the other
Dante
guy
right.
who got killed in Minnesota. Like this tweet that I saw was like just. I'm gonna read it.
You
It
talking
said
about
Fred
the
Ham.
nigga that he tried to jump back in the car and pull off?
I'm gonna read it. It says Fred Hampton's mother used to babysit Emmett Till. George Floyd's girlfriend was Dante Wright's teacher. U.S. Army Second Lieutenant Karen Nazario is Eric Garner's cousin. To be
Is
interconnected by trauma, the ripple effect that anti-blackness violence has generationally is immeasurable. Like
is that true
it's
information?
yeah, that's not cap.
I'm just asking because I don't know. I don't know if it's true or not.
Right. Like
I
that's
mean, even I mean, it hold water like it holds water. The statement it holds water, but are those people really related?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
Nah, I'm with you.
But nah, I feel you, man. I
My
feel you.
my thing though is like I don't know. I have to examine my response to things,
Yeah,
regardless of my feelings. Like
yeah,
if I keep like if we talk about this, if I'm supposed to keep the same energy, then that makes me examine um, like for a fact, I'm anti death penalty. Like I just
yeah,
don't agree with it. I don't feel like
yeah.
you should uh, get murdered by the state. That's just not for me.
I
And
feel you.
so, like, with these cops who are murdering black and brown people,
Yeah,
Uh,
they got the
I
death penalty in their hand.
I got the same energy though. Like
Yeah,
I don't wish the death penalty on anybody,
yeah.
and that makes me examine again my feelings about prisons because I'm researching right now. Um, like I don't agree with the jail and prison system as a whole, and I'm reading
What do you mean
uh,
by that?
like incarcerating people. Uh, it doesn't feel humane to me.
So what do you suggest?
That's what I'm still trying to figure out, fam.
Yeah, what do you
Like,
suggest? Because I mean, we got laws.
right. But like
What do you? What I mean?
that's what
Yeah,
I'm
we
trying to
got
figure
laws.
out.
So what do you suggest we do for criminals? Because
Like, I'm not gonna act like I got all the answers, fam. That's why you're not gonna
yeah,
see
nah,
me.
nah, I got you. Because they got
Uh,
prisons everywhere.
right.
They just ran differently.
Nah, I know,
They
Simba. That's what I'm
they just
saying.
ran differently.
I have Angela Davis's book on are prisons still worth it? It's something like that.
I mean,
Um,
have you researched prisons like in other countries?
yeah, yeah, but they still
Exactly.
prisons. Like,
No, you're right. But prisons in other countries are not prisons in the United States of America.
they still
And
prisons
what
though.
I
That's
mean
what
by that, like I've seen research of actually rehabilitation in other countries is actually working the way that it's
right.
supposed to work. The way
Yeah,
that it's supposed to work. And because it's working the way that it's supposed to work, they're not full. But because we have privatized prisons, the business is filling the prisons, not
meanwhile, the
rehabilitating the motherfuckers that
DEA
come through there.
teamed up with the CCA, trying to
You
lock
know what I
niggas
mean?
up, trying to make new slaves.
That's what I'm saying. That's the business of prison in the United States.
It feed like a city. Like
That's what I'm
niggas
saying. But the
get fed
business of
off of.
prison in other countries, there is no prison business in other countries because those prisons are ran. They're actually ran by the people that they're supposed to be ran by, and they are rehabilitation centers like they're supposed to be.
Right. I saw,
So
I got the book. Are prisons obsolete? That's what it's called. But yeah, man.
I don't
Did you
think they
see what?
obsolete because I mean, because at the end of the day, just like I said, uh, if a nigga running around here chopping heads off and they finally catch him, what the fuck they supposed to do with him?
I mean, but what's
They
putting it nigga in a cage? Like,
okay, but what are they supposed to do with him? You already said they can't kill him.
right.
So what do you do now?
I'm saying
You
I'm
can't put him
still
in a
trying.
mental. I mean, you can't put him in a mental institution because he gonna get in this. He gonna do something else. What do you
I'm
do?
still I'm still trying to figure it out, fam. I'm not gonna lie. Ain't gonna hear me say, "Oh, I got everything figured out." No, I don't. Did you
I feel
hear
you.
what um, Pelosi said?
No,
She a
enlighten
weirdo,
me.
bro. Like she
Enlighten
came
me,
out.
man. I told you, man.
She,
I don't like. I don't fuck with them old crusty ass motherfuckers, man. I don't fuck with them, bro.
all right.
Ain't nothing they doing this for me.
All right. This is what she said, and I'm gonna try and find where she said it at. She said this at the Congressional Black Caucus presser after the verdict of the cop. So she said, "Thank you, George Floyd, for sacrificing your life for justice."
All right, yo, we done. We done.
Nigga,
We're done.
I'm gonna
We
read that
done.
again. Thank you,
Nah, we
George
done, bro.
Floyd, for sacrificing your life for justice. What?
That nigga ain't go willingly, bitch.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like
Fuck are
his
you talking about?
his life was taken from him. He's a victim. Like this
Hey,
isn't
and you know what? You know what? Going back to that shit too, man. because I followed the trial,
Yeah.
I was forced to watch the videos because they kept playing them. Right? Let me tell you something, my nigga. Just the videos alone. Because like I said, when you go to court, they need everything. They need forensic evidence. They need the coroner's report. They
Yeah.
need fucking witness statements, witness testimony, motherfucking police reports, video footage if they got all that shit. Gotta go. Let me tell you something, my nigga.
Simba said this is the same one who was like, yes, for the Kingz scarves.
Yo,
Yo.
let me tell you something though, bro. The amount of
That's
times
hilarious.
that they played that video during that trial,
Mm.
I'm really was sitting here like, yo, I don't understand. Again, how does the defense think they can even win?
Right.
Like playing
You know how they
every
say like on
video from
you know how they say on
the
Twitter that like
security, yo,
he
bro,
caught you in 4K? That's what happened.
yeah, yo, literally they played almost every video and they made sure every video was synced so that it was playing at the same time. They played the traffic cam footage. They played the footage from one of the witnesses who was across the street. They played footage from the witnesses that were in front of them. And they played footage from the security camera that was at a gas station across the street.
Mm.
They played all of those videos. And they played the body cam footage too. They played all of them.
Right.
So at some point following this trial, I saw all of those videos. And I'm just sitting here like, yo,
It's rough, bro.
every video showed the same thing. Every video you
Right.
heard the same thing, and you saw the same thing. And it's just like you hear this man screaming out for his life, and at one point, you hear him like he's like calling out like he knows he's gonna die, like
Calling
he
out for his
knows they're gonna
mother
kill him.
who was
Yeah,
dead already.
he said, "Mama, I love you." He said, "They gonna kill me. Y'all killing me. I'm gonna die."
We saw this movie already.
You saw no concern for this man's life
Eric Gardner.
in either video, and I'm just sitting here like during this whole trial, I'm like, yo, not once in my mind did I feel like, yo, they better send this nigga to jail. At every point, even when the defense was speaking, I'm like, this nigga going to jail. This nigga, he going to jail. That's it. We all saw him kill that man. The whole world watched him kill that man. So, you know, we'll
All
see
right.
what happened in the sentencing, but
My question is this: did they address the previous history situation?
no, they didn't address any of that, but they didn't need to. Because, yo, you know what? That's crazy. Because they did address George Floyd's drug addiction.
Of course it
They
did.
addressed the drugs he had in his system. They addressed all of that. They brought his girl onto the stand, had her looking like, you know, they had to go through that because that was all they could do, because they didn't have him dying of some asphyxiation or something like that, right? And so the defense had to go through. They had to go through everything to,
Black people go on trial.
they had to
Like
go through everything to rule everything out, and then the nigga the nigga that was in the car with him, yo, he had to plead the fifth
You talking about the cop,
because
right?
no, the dude that was in the car with George Floyd, he had to plead the
Oh.
fifth and not testify under the grounds that it may incriminate him because allegedly he had sold George Floyd some pills.
Right.
And I'm just sitting here like, yo, he shouldn't have to plead the fifth. He is not on trial.
I mean, but you know how it is.
Yep. Yeah, I do know how it is.
Like,
I do know
I do
how it
have a
is, man.
question.
Look at me.
With
Look to my
right,
complexion. Yes, I know how it
yeah.
is.
My question in people being relieved that Derek um, was found guilty, right? There was a lot of jokes and uh, people saying like, "Oh, don't drop the soap," or Boosie having a tweet saying it's a good thing you're not in Louisiana with eggplant emojis. Like, what do you think about um, niggas like first instinct? And when I say niggas, I just mean generally, not literally
Yeah,
black
no, I
people.
know, I know, I know.
Just to be clear though, what do you think of people's um, readiness to just jump to um, sexual assault and rape, like seeing it as like a justice thing? Because like I reposted somebody who's actually a Christian artist. He he tweeted out. He said, "Don't drop the soap, ho." Like that was his tweet, and then
Yeah,
the
I mean,
caption was guilty.
it's
And I quote tweeted
it's
it.
always funny. It's
I
always
quote,
funny when you're talking about prison culture, though.
but like I just don't like how you said like with the death penalty. Like I don't feel that that's funny. Like
No,
I
no,
don't
and
want to
I
risk.
got you. You keeping the same energy. I got you. You keeping the same energy, like all the way around. I can respect that.
Right, like niggas is like,
But that's what
oh,
I'm saying.
he gonna
I'm
get
saying
raped.
it.
Ha
I'm
ha
saying it a
ha ha. Like that's not
sarcastic
funny,
way.
nigga.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying it sarcastically, but it's true. The shit
You
always funny when we it's
you you
sexual
said that?
assault and shit is always funny when we talking prison culture. This is so.
Yeah,
I mean, this is me. Like I'm being honest. Is it
yeah.
not? Nick, it's always funny. Then
Niggas play it for a joke. If that's
that's
what you
what I'm saying.
mean, then
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly,
yeah.
exactly.
But
So
like those are real people. Like you may laugh. Like
they
even the
not
Boondocks
they
did an episode
and you know
about
what?
oh the
Real people also don't view them that way.
right because they're
Real people don't view prisoners
as
as
people.
real people. They don't.
Like they're property of the state, right? State property. Like that's what
That's
that was
exact. Yeah,
about.
but the big picture. We all state property, nigga. Don't you got a fucking Florida State ID?
Yeah.
Why do you have that? Because you state property.
Need to get my SP chain on. But like, yeah, I just know that like it left a bad taste in my mouth just seeing how many.
Shit, all funny games. See,
You gonna have to
cousin get
read that.
locked up, and you worried about his mental health, his booty health.
That's what I'm
Nah,
saying, yo. Nah,
yo,
that's what I'm saying.
exactly.
Like niggas a joke until
Yeah.
people getting violated. It ain't funny no more.
No,
Like
but you know what? I say that all the time though. Like, yeah, this shit is funny until that shit happened to you.
right, like you know what I'm saying? Like niggas die over that. Like I don't know. I'm very passionate about stuff like that. Like I can't even watch certain movies
Nah,
where
yo, I feel you.
it's not even prison. Like it's like
I feel you.
there was a movie with Jennifer Aniston and she was like sexually violating uh Charlie Day's character or whatever. And it was like
Oh,
played
are you
for
talking about horrible
laughs.
bosses?
Yeah, and I'm like, yo,
Nah,
bro.
yo, see, look, I keep it real. Like it's fucking as with comedy and shit like that. Like I can't take that shit serious because to me, the whole point of comedy is to make us laugh about the serious issues because for some reason when we can laugh about it, we can actually turn back around and then be like, yeah, you know what, that shit actually not cool though.
You're right.
You know, we can, but we never think about that first.
Right. I don't see a lot of people turning around and being like, I mean, but that's not cool. I see a lot of
Yeah,
people kikiing.
yeah. But what I'm saying is only in comedy never mind whether you come out publicly and do it only in comedy. Can you laugh about something and then come around and be like, nah, that shit ain't cool though.
Right. I mean, it's not just horrible. Like Wedding Crashers had a scene. Uh, I forgot
Yeah,
what the white girl's name is. Like there was
yeah,
Wedding Crashers. There was Get 'Em to the Greek. Jonah Hill got violated. Like
yeah, yeah.
that junk weird, bro.
But he didn't get violated. That's okay.
In people's
Society,
eyes, right?
no, societally, it's okay.
Right.
Like
I mean,
Monique with the
what she say?
Monique on the Parkers, her character on the Parkers
Oh,
with dude.
sexual harassment.
Yeah,
Right. Simba, the Boondocks with the Booty Warrior.
yeah.
I like you and I want you, nigga. Like I ain't gonna. Yo, I'm saying all this now, and like I ain't gonna lie.
Nigga, that shit was funny,
It was
bro.
funny. Like I laughed at it. I'm not gonna lie. You like,
But it was supposed to be funny. But the
right,
issue is not the reality is no, that shit ain't funny. But it's a
right.
fucking cartoon, bro. It's supposed to be funny.
Yeah.
So I like where I understand where to some people it's like, yo, like that shit is not funny. Sexual assault is not funny at all. I understand that, but I'm also not about to sit here and be like, yo, I'm not about to laugh at this shit.
Yeah, he's real. Chris Rock talked about him in the special. He called him salad toss man.
Yeah,
Uh, but like I understand where people are coming from where they say like even in
yeah.
comedy, it's it helps normalize it. So like I'll give an example as far
I
as
don't think so.
not, but I'll give you an example, right?
I
So with
honestly I think it. Go ahead. My bad, bro. Go ahead.
like with uh queer representation, right? And
Queer
there'll be like comedy videos.
weirdos or queer
No,
as in like homosexual.
queer like
No, queer, yeah,
LGBTQIA. Yeah.
queer as in its actual definition, like fucking weirdo, or queer as the way that society uses it.
Not LGBTQIA, like that
Okay,
community.
so okay, that's
Um,
why I'm asking.
no, I get it. But yeah, like where even in comedies there is I don't know violence against or like mockery against that community and there are advocates being like we're not trying to be buzzkills, but this leads to a normalization and so it can lessen the impact when the actual thing happens, when a Brandon
Understood.
Tina actually happens, when
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I
Like when a
understand that.
Matthew Shepard happens.
I
And I
understand
feel
that,
the
but
same way
I don't
when it
believe that.
no?
I understand why someone would think that, but I don't believe that at all.
Hmm.
I don't believe that at all. I always felt like when comedians shed light on a situation and when comedians make some shit funny, they always shed more light on it because of the fact that they're comedians and it's supposed to be funny.
Hmm.
I always felt that way. Like you think about all of the crazy shit that comes out of Dave Chappelle's mouth, but also think about how serious he is about that.
Yeah,
Like
same thing with Chris Rock.
Dave Chappelle make jokes about any and everybody,
Yeah.
and they fucking hate him for it, but he doesn't care because he knows in his heart of hearts he don't have a problem with them people. He know in his heart of hearts he don't think that shit is okay.
I mean, but even like his stuff with trans people, like he for whatever reason he has like this fascination uh and
But
like
he
in
said
his jokes in the last two
he said it out his mouth in his stand up. He said, "I just think the shit is funny." He
right.
said, "If it happened to me, you would laugh."
Hold on, let me see it. How do I add somebody? Uh you know how to add somebody? Because I don't.
On a three-way,
Mm-hmm. I know it's possible.
they got a request, nigga. If
Nah,
they
that's what I
can,
figured.
yeah,
Nah,
they got a
Simba was like,
request.
oh, add me.
She got a
That's our
request.
first virtual guest.
Yeah, she got a request, son.
But yeah, like Chris
If she
Rock, he
figure out how to
had
request, what add her?
Chris Rock. He like I think the New York Times said that he reads 10 newspapers a day. Like it's not letting you. That's weird. Maybe you need to come out and then come back in.
Yeah, try that.
But yeah, they say like for Patrice O'Neal, for example, right? He has
Uh-huh.
this joke about how if you're not a white woman, they're not gonna like really research and like look for you if you went missing. In order for him to craft that joke, he had to be informed of a serial killer that killed Natalie Holloway like 5 years ago. Plus, that same serial killer killing somebody in Peru. Like, like to build a joke, you have to be informed on certain things.
Yeah,
And
absolutely. Hey, but that's what I feel is so creative about about comedy.
yeah, I
That's why I love it. Like, because at the end of the day, who doesn't like to laugh?
mm,
Hold on, I'm gonna
that's
check.
why.
Yo, do it.
What you mean?
You should be
I
able to
was,
do it while you on there, while we in it.
I mean, I don't know. This is fairly new to me, so I don't, I never like added three people.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out for the next one.
Thank you for thank you for like being patient and all that while we figure this out, technical difficulties and all that. I don't know.
But yeah, bro, like I said, man, who don't like, yo, who's upset when they laughing? Nobody.
But it's like with Dave Chappelle, why he left. Like he said that it was a he said that it was
It
like
was a
a
skit, something that
right, but
upset
people
him.
were laughing
Yeah,
at the
but he
wrong
didn't think
thing
it
in
was
his
funny,
opinion.
and he's a comedian,
Right. So like
so
niggas
he
can laugh, but
understands.
then hmm,
You know,
yeah.
that tells me that he understands that while comedy could be hilarious, it's also offensive. At the end of the day, only you are gonna choose if it offends you or not.
Hmm.
You know, and honestly, it's really not too much that can come out of a comedian's mouth that's gonna offend me, white, black, or whatever, because it's like they there to make me laugh. So
That's how you look at it?
she said, "Nah, Dave, hypocritical though."
That's what I'm saying.
No, but he said why he left. That was back then, and that's crazy too because like his comedy thrived off of that. His comedy thrived off of nothing but stereotypes and killing stereotypes to an extent,
Right.
you know. But and
Yeah.
that's the crazy thing. That's what bothered him. It was a skit that he wrote.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he said the laughs that he was expecting wasn't the laughs that he
Mm-hmm.
was getting.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's what he said. So it wasn't about him necessarily, but you can't choose what about your joke is funny at that point though. You can't, you know what I mean?
You can't choose. You can't force somebody to laugh at something if they don't find it funny.
Yeah.
Yo, so this is what I'm gonna try to do, right? We're gonna end this part, and then I'm gonna try and do a live room, which should be able to add more people.
All right. All
So
right.
let's try that.
We'll run that
We'll
for
be
like
right
what,
back.
15, 20?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, that's cool. That's
Yep.
cool. We'll be back.